more problems in cloud than in the device itself. So that's where we thought, okay, this is not just for Swiggies and Dunzos of the world which use only cloud. This is actually relevant even for a manufacturing company that makes, let's say, robots. We're talking to a company that makes that makes robots for knee surgery, and they use AI services on AWS. Just think about that.
Digital India program launched by the Prime Minister about 8 to 10 years back. Smart cities, smart this, smart that. Massively, at massive velocity, we have a Digital India which is evolving. We are one of the fastest evolving countries in the digital space. Just to give you an example, there are more transactions done in India per month on the digital platform than Americas plus Europe plus China put together.
Hello, my name is Sumant Maropant. I'm the founder and CEO of Gauntlet and the founder and CEO of another company called Deep Armor. I've been doing cybersecurity for a long time. I'm actually a Bangalorean, studied in Bangalore and worked with a professor in Indian Institute of Science who inspired me to get into cybersecurity. So that was the start of a journey that has lasted for 20 years now almost, and it's still going strong. So I work for a company called Deep Armor and Gauntlet. So Gauntlet is a cloud security, AI security, and code security company. We work with businesses that are using any of these services. It could be AI services, it could be code development services, and so on, because there are a lot of new risks that many of these companies are not aware of. They may be excellent architects, they may be excellent developers, but expecting them to be experts in security is not valid. So that's where Gauntlet comes into picture. We stop security breaches through Gauntlet. We give them advanced notifications. We are continuously running in their cloud, so that way we give them notifications as and when a problem happens, instead of notifying them many days later on. We are also believers in compliance, so we work with many different standards and regulatory bodies. So we help our customers meet standards such as ISO, NIST, HIPAA, GDPR, as well as many of the Indian standards like RBI, SEBI, and in the future DPDP as well. So that way we are proud to say that we are a cybersecurity company driving innovation at the cutting edge for the world out of Bangalore, India. So we are making in India, making for the world. Right? So one of the innovative ways where we use AI is, for example, when our product reports a security problem in our customer's cloud, they can fix it by following the rules or the guidelines given by the provider. Very often it can take a long time. It can take up to half an hour. It is prone to human errors. But by using GenAI, now we are able to generate code and command line instructions. So it cuts down the time to fix by more than 60%. MSMEs often struggle with budgets, right? So, and security is a very expensive area for hiring people, right? So usually security engineers are very expensive. So one of the innovative ways where AI is helping is trying to solve some of these problems by a regular developer or a DevOps or a support engineer. So it's providing these capabilities so that not all, of course, you need a security expert at some point, but AI is helping achieve some of the basics without even requiring you to hire a security expert at your team. And the costs of using OpenAI has dropped quite significantly. So it's basically like if you make about 50 to 60 API calls, it just costs $1 or so. So that way they have commoditized it, made it accessible to the general audience. But one thing I want to make everyone aware is that it's experimental. Right? So if you go to ChatGPT, it actually says, this disclaimer saying, don't look for accuracy here. So that is something we strongly recommend for all of our customers. Even when we give results using OpenAI, we say that this is for guidance. You should review it, make sure that it is suiting your cloud. And that any DevOps or what we call as an SRE, site reliability engineer, they should be able to understand. Right? So companies which are not very large in terms of market capitalization, market value, and so on, who are suffering from this problem where there is cloud security, AI, and code security, but cannot afford spending millions of dollars with any of the big US brand names. Right? So we want to help them achieve security through Gauntlet. innovation that has been going on even beyond Gauntlet, right? So it's not it's not an area where we focus exclusively. But in real time, there are many threats where even if the attacker gets in once, their job is done, right? So they don't have to wait in the system for a long time. There are a lot of models being done where they use like Bayesian algorithms and mathematical models where they want to identify an anomaly. Let's say I have a team of 10 people. They keep accessing the cloud backend in order to do their job, right? So now the AI system should understand that 10 developers accessing my cloud is normal. But let's say tomorrow there are 1,000 login attempts, right? Interesting challenge actually, because one, you need cross-compatibility, right? So at the end of the day, it's a business. Unless there are standards for sharing, for instance. So I cannot claim that Gauntlet solves everything for you, right? So there are many things Gauntlet cannot do, but we are very clear on what Gauntlet can do. There are certain programs that are being done. For example, there is a body called Cert India. So I don't know if many of you are familiar with. So it basically talks about information sharing. So if I identify something malicious or something wrong or something like abnormal in my customer's cloud, there is a mechanism through which we can report to them, and they will report to all other vendors, all other partners. So that way we collectively learn.